A bunch of Black Ops 7 multiplayer details and gameplay clips just dropped. This is exclusive Ace's video. He's basically gonna be covering the the Black Ops 7 multiplayer gameplay that got leaked.
What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we finally got the big Black Ops 7 reveal, which was largely focused on campaign. However, there was actually a surprising amount of multiplayer information revealed as well, and since that's my primary focus, I don't really care about the campaign all that much. I wanted to make a video talking all about the multiplayer details we learned today, while also sharing all of the little gameplay clips that we got for multiplayer. And diving right in, we're just going to be going through these details in no particular order, just whatever happens to come up. The first thing to point out is we're going to be getting 16 6v6 maps at launch, as well as 2 20v20 maps at launch. That is a very solid map count at launch for a Call of Duty game, especially just looking at the 6v6 maps. Although it is worth noting, out of those 16 maps, 3 of them have been confirmed to be remade maps.
Okay, well, let's be real. We already know for a fact that they're going to be dropping a shit ton of remade maps. I mean, it's Activision. They always do the nostalgia baiting. That's a given. What I am surprised about, though, is the actual look of the game. This is giving me Black Ops 4. Just based off these vibes, it's really giving me Black Ops 4, if not like Black Ops 3 vibes. I kind of like how it looks, if I'm being honest. But let's see. Let's keep watching. I want to know more.
We're going to be seeing Raid, Express, and Hijacked, all from Black Ops 2. Now, for these 6v6 maps as well, they did have a little section here talking about how they've made adjustments to their map design philosophy for this game. They mentioned the maps are designed to breathe a little bit more, with enough space for players to fully explore the expanded omni-movement system, while still delivering the tight cover-to-cover combat that defines Black Ops. They went on to say each map layout emphasizes clear lane definition, controlled sightlines, and tactical opportunities for creative flanking and positioning.
Hello? Wait, what was that? Did I just see some floating action?
Controlled sightlines and tactical opportunities for creative flanking and positioning. And that's
bro, we got double jumping in the game?
Coming off of Black Ops 6. They're basically acknowledging a lot of the issues that took place with the map design philosophy in Black Ops 6.
Looks so good.
And they're aiming to avoid those same pitfalls with the maps in Black Ops 7. Obviously, we'll have to get our hands on them and see how they actually play for ourselves, but on paper at least, this is sounding like exactly what I want to hear.
Looks,
also, I guess this is a good time to talk about that 20v20 mode. This is going to be called Skirmish, and in this, as expected, the maps are going to be quite a bit bigger than these standard 6v6 maps. And it does appear at least one of them will be just taking a section of the Avalon map. And they also confirmed in this mode in particular, we'll have access to the wingsuit to traverse the map very quickly, which we won't have access to in the 6v6 experience. Also, they did mention
cool, but honestly, nothing crazy.
As well as the grappling hook. But we didn't get any further details on that. They basically just said we'll get more details in the coming weeks. After that, let's talk a little bit about movement.
Oh, I'd be so heated. Bro, homie just got beamed from the sky. Did you see this shit?
More details in the coming weeks. After that, let's talk a little bit about movement. And the first thing here is the wall bounce, which has been rumored for a long time. Many people were thinking this meant wall running. It doesn't appear that's going to be the case. All leaks up until this point have just mentioned a wall bounce, and we've seen a few gameplay clips now of the player implementing
a shoddy attachment.
On top of this, a lot of people noticed in the campaign portion of this, somebody did a ridiculous super jump way up in the air. This has been confirmed to not be a part of multiplayer. That's something that's going to be more specific to campaign. So that's good to know. There aren't actually jetpacks here, even if some of the clips might have looked that way. Multiplayer will not have jetpacks, but it will have omni movement returning. However, they did mention they've toned some things back, including tactical sprint. The thing I've been asking for years now, they've finally done it. They are removing tactical sprint and basically just building in the slipstream perk by default for everyone. However, if you like tactical sprint and you want to continue to use it, they will have a perk available that will allow you to use tactical.
Why did they even ever add tactical sprint? Why was that even a thing? What made them decide that we need 3 different walk modes? You could prone, you could crouch, you could walk, you could run, and then you could tactical sprint. Why do I need 5 different movement options? I'm glad they're making the change, but I don't know why it took this long. And I'm already noticing we're doing a whole lot of BO2 kill streaks. A whole lot of BO2. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some from every COD.
Tactical sprint. And I think that's great. I've always said tactical sprint in Call of Duty just felt like a totally redundant and unnecessary addition.
I just noticed. Do you guys see what's going on with the HUD? The kill streaks are in the middle of the screen. I don't know if it's supposed to be reflecting off of the weapon or it's just supposed to be something you can customize and just put right there. Because I hope not. Because if you can, that looks like shit. I think it's just part of the gun though. It's right next to the gun. Because I don't see it anywhere else. You got your health bar at the bottom. Which now that I think about it, wait, do most games have do most CODs show your health bar at the bottom of the screen? It's giving me BO4, bro. It really is.
Tactical sprint in Call of Duty just felt like a totally redundant and unnecessary addition, since for the fast-paced nature of Call of Duty, it was never actually used in a tactical manner. It's just that's how you get around the map now. You have to use the additional sprint on top of the regular sprint to get around as fast as possible, which everyone wants to do in a Call of Duty game. Additionally, they did mention that there will be no aim down sight while sliding, diving, or wall jumping unless you're using a specific perk for those.
But everybody's going to use the perk.
I would have been a bit disappointed to hear they removed all that completely and there was no option to do it at all. But I think it is perfectly fair and balanced to need a perk in order to
So that guy basically had the perk.
And I'm obviously...
All right, wait. No. I already see exactly what they got going on. So basically, you can't aim down sights, but you can do this action right here.
Perfectly fair and balanced to need a perk.
You can kind of hit it from the side.
And I'm obviously curious to see what the perk structure is. On that note, just a little tangent, since I know many people have been asking. I have not played the game early yet. I know some content creators got flown out last week to play it.
That's a shoddy.
Unfortunately, 100%. I ran into some scheduling conflicts, so I was unable to make it to Treyarch early to check the game out. But some other content creators have played the game already. Next up, getting back into movement, sort of. There will apparently be a gung-ho perk in the game, which will allow you to fire while sprinting. That's not entirely new, it's just not a perk we've seen in recent years.
It's just not a perk that a lot of people care about.
And also, apparently, this one's coming from Charlie Intel, who was one of the...
The only time people cared about the gung-ho perk is if you were throwing on some plates. I don't know if it was gung-ho, but it's a similar effect. The gung-ho now, though, I'm going to be honest, gung-ho has been very strange because it doesn't work like it did in previous CODs. Because in previous CODs, gung-ho would kind of struggle or make your aim down sight speed a little slower. And that's, I mean, it was more used for like hip firing, especially if you had like a shotty or some shit. Because then there wouldn't be a delay when you fired your gun. I don't know if they fixed that so there's not a delay, but we'll see.
Creators that got to go play early. Apparently, specialists.
Bro, whoever's playing the game needs to aim down their sights.
Abilities. I'm talking about the specialist strike package, where instead of earning your score streaks or kill streaks, you earn perks for chaining kills together in the same life, up until the point where you get your specialist bonus and earn every perk in the game until you die. And that is something I'm really excited for. I'm a bit surprised to see that as well, because Treyarch generally doesn't do that. That's more of an Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer thing, which they haven't been doing over the past couple years, and I've been quite disappointed with that.
Look at, dude, I'm telling you, I'm getting, right, okay, maybe not, actually, no, it's like BO4, BO3. That's the aesthetic they're going for. And then the kind of, the fonts and whatnot they're using for your XP points is like a Modern Warfare 3 effect, like with the yellow.
Looks like Black Ops 7 is doing that, and I find that to be really exciting. That's something I always look forward to in Call of Duty. After that, it was also confirmed that there will be no manual doors in multiplayer.
That's actually sick.
The types of doors that we've had since Modern Warfare 2019,
Fuck
where
those
you have to
doors.
like, interact with them or bash your way through them. Instead, the only doors that we will be seeing in multiplayer will apparently be those automatic doors where you just walk close to them and they open by themselves.
That's far.
And those we saw in some Call of Duty games before Modern Warfare 2019. And I'm happy to hear that. I've adapted just fine to the doors that we've had over the past several years. But my preference has always been to not have those for the standard 6v6 multiplayer experience.
True. Very true.
Now, after that, let's talk about one of the new selling points they've got, one of the new features they're bringing to Black Ops 7 to sort of set it apart and maybe push things forward if it...
No SBMM or EOMM, right? Probably not.
...pans out well. This is the ability to overclock your equipment. So with this, for your score streaks, field upgrade, and equipment, they can be upgraded using this overclock system, meaning more than just your weapons will grow more versatile the more you use them. They say every successful use of your score streaks, field upgrade, and equipment becomes a step toward unlocking their full potential as you enhance your arsenal over time.
Hold on. So when we use a perk, it's not even going to be the best version of the perk. It's going to be like bootleg specialist. We got to unlock the perk with our 1 to 2 kill streaks that we get with our SBMM lobbies. Is that what you're telling me? I don't know how to think about that. I mean, like, the upgrades got to be cracked.
I'm earning gameplay improvements and enhanced functionality. And they shared some examples while also revealing some equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. One lethal equipment that's returning from Black Ops 4 is the cluster grenade. And with this, when you overclock it, the first overclock will give you a controllable fuse, which adds the ability to cook the fuse over time rather than it just working like a sticky grenade from the past. And then the second overclock gives you tighter packing, which adds 1 additional mini grenade to the projectile. As the field upgrade they mentioned here, this one's called the Drone Pod, which deploys to the skies, expelling autonomous aerial drones which seek out enemies. And the first overclock on this is called Quick Launcher, and this rapidly increases the speed at which the drones are launched, whereas the second overclock is called Radar Link, which leaves a minimap icon at each drone's detonation point. Then they went over a couple score streaks and their overclocks. The first one is the Rhino, which is this beast we can see right here. And with this one, it's a remotely controlled armored robotic soldier equipped with a deadly burst rifle.
But let's be real, like how many people are going to get that in regular ass lobbies? Not that many people are going to be able to actually get that kill streak with SBMM. It's not happening. Like, do they ever think, like, yo, no one's gonna get these fucking kill streaks when we're in lobbies with people of our same skill level? It's not gonna fucking happen. Like, it don't make sense. Make the highest kill streak a 5 kill streak, on God. Maybe 10. No, 10's too much. Just make it 5.
And the first overclock on this is the power module, which extends the runtime for the Rhino, allowing for even more mayhem. Whereas the second overclock is Sonar Pulse, which reveals nearby enemy locations on the Rhino's minimap and enhances both radar length and
that shotgun's
duration.
got some fucking range.
And
I hope they're playing
underscore streak, which we've
hardcore.
seen
It looks
in
like
some of
they
the
are.
marketing material in the past, is the Dog, which is a quadruped score streak featuring a large caliber turret and rocket pod designed to neutralize infantry
Is that one of the
targets.
upgrades they were talking
With
about?
the first overclock, you get a large battery, which enhances the active duration, whereas the second overclock will give you the Sentry mode, which allows the Dog to hunker down, guarding an area and deploying a supply pack and integrated trophy system. So this all sounds somewhat interesting, at least. I'm a little bit skeptical about this whole overclocking system. My one fear is that without overclocks, the streaks and the equipment and stuff just will feel like a light version and not the proper full version. And you get the feeling that instead of getting a bonus, you instead just don't get the full functionality until it's overclocked.
And what does it mean, like, for you to actually be able to get something overclocked? I don't know if he say it might have went right over my head, but if it's like somewhere you have to streak up like specialist in order to unlock these things, to overclock them in any way, that's just annoying. It could have been where we saw earlier with the HUD that I thought was, what's it called? Might have thought it was a kill streak and actually could have just been the overclocking of your abilities. It could be these. Like, these could be the overclocked abilities, or they could be your kill streaks. I'm not sure.
Thoughts on this? Of course, I'm open to seeing how this actually works out with the gameplay. Now, let's talk a little bit about perks. And while they didn't reveal all of the perks for us, they did confirm that combat specialties will be returning, just like we have in Black Ops 6, where you have different colors of perks. And if you match up the right colors, you basically get a bonus perk on top of that. With Black Ops 7, they mention hybrid combat specialties, which allows you to mix and match perks from 2 different combat specialties to gain new combat specialty abilities. And that's something I think could work out well. Obviously, we need to see what that all looks like and what kind of specialties we're getting out of that and how the mixing and matching
I hope
works.
it's not like
But
a
so far,
terrible
I'm
combination.
liking what I'm hearing there.
For the most part, the problem with those is that I feel like the devs aren't usually tapped in with their games, and because of that, they just give you like these random ass combinations. Like, you'll have ninja on one combat specialty, and you'll have like scavenger on another. You know, it's like maybe you want both, but you can't have them.
Next, let's talk about weapons, and I'm not going to go through every weapon that appeared in the trailer or anything. That might be a separate video, but I want to mention they did confirm there will be 30 weapons at launch, and 16 of those weapons will be brand new, never seen before in the Call of Duty franchise, which sounds pretty good. That's a healthy number of new guns coming to the game, and also there will be carry forward, which we'll be talking about in just a little bit. So it's 30 new guns plus the carry forward weapons. And another interesting feature they're bringing here is a weapon build code system where when you create a weapon build with all the attachments and everything that you like on it, you can directly share that with other players, or you can just share a code, and when they enter that code, it will just build that setup for them. And
that's actually sick.
Excellent. Some other games have done this in the
kinda
past.
sick.
I've always thought it would be a really cool addition to Call of Duty as well. So I am really happy to see them adding it here. Next, let's talk about progression a little bit. And they've confirmed...
Bro, everybody on YouTube is dead ass gonna just start dropping codes. If you want this build, then use my code at That to be fair though, that's really convenient. That's actually pretty fucking convenient. That's kind of tough. I like that.
Traditional Prestige is once again returning, just like we saw in Black Ops 6. I was a little bit worried they'd be scrapping it after Black Ops 6 since the retention for that game didn't seem to do very well, and I was worried they were going to chalk that up to the fact that they switched to Traditional Prestige, but looks like it is returning. That's great. And on top of this, they're adding Weapon Prestige this time around, and there will be different attachments and an exclusive camo that you can get for prestiging your weapon, as well as probably additional benefits on top of that. That's something we'll take a deeper look at in the future. Then I wanted to take a look at our UI here, which is looking really nice and clean. I actually love this UI. A lot of it feels more classic to me than some of the more recent Call of Duty games.
Agree.
I don't know what it is exactly, but there's just something about the vibe of this heads-up display that I really do enjoy. It's nice and clean, got a bit of a futuristic look, and it's a nice departure from what we've been experiencing over the past several years, where I feel like they haven't made any significant changes to the overall art style of the heads-up display. We definitely have some changes here. And now let's finally talk about Carry Forward. Carry Forward is confirmed to be happening from Black Ops 6 into Black Ops 7, and here are the details they provided. When it comes to Black Ops 6 XP tokens, they will be carrying forward into Black Ops 7, literally day one. And then when it comes to Black Ops 6 weapons, operators, and operator skins, they will all be carrying forward at the launch of Season 1 of
Yeah, we're cooked. How many weapons is that? 60 something? Are you serious? Like, there's gonna be like 50 or 60 different weapons.
Black Ops 7. So they won't be there right at launch, but they are coming shortly after.
Lord have
and this
mercy.
immediately put a huge damper on my excitement toward this game.
Yep.
Pretty much everything we've talked about so far, I'm liking the sounds of. It sounds like they're actually listening, making appropriate changes, making changes and improvements to things that many of us have been asking for years.
Until
and
you
all the
said
little
that.
multiplayer gameplay clips we've been seeing, I'm loving the looks of that. That definitely looks like a game I want to play. It does look like it's going to be almost like a hybrid of Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, some of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time. I love the aesthetic, love the art style, but now Carry Forward's confirmed, and that art style will be completely thrown out the window the moment Season 1 drops.
Bro, I've genuinely lost all motivation for the game. It's like insane. It's like they've done all this work, but at the same time, they're being handicapped because of this carry forward bullshit. Like what? Like I understand people's skins, but who gives a damn about the fucking weapons? Are we always going to be handicapped because of these fucking bundles? Are you serious? Every year? Oh, dude. All right.
And it's not like they're going to be adding a couple skins here or there with Season 1 that goes against the art style or the theme or the tone of the game. They're bringing Carry Forward from Black Ops 6. So we're getting all that stuff right at Season 1. The only real hope that I've got here is they do mention in this tweet that there will be some exceptions, but they didn't clarify what those exceptions would be. I'm really hoping those exceptions include things that go completely against the art style, like the cartoon skins from Black Ops 6, for instance, because I just absolutely hate how much that breaks the cohesive theme and art style of the game. Way more so than any other skin we've seen before in Call of Duty, but even the ones like the Ninja Turtle skins, or the human-animal
that they added
hybrids,
for
like the
zombies
Stoner
is cool.
Lizard or the Shark Head guys.
I think they brought it back from like
BO1
BO1
if that stuff
or maybe
is
even
flooding the game
BO2
immediately the moment Season 1 drops. I don't care about things being perfectly realistic. I just want them to at least somewhat fit with the general theme and tone and setting and bare minimum art style of the game.
Facts, because then it doesn't matter. Like, why do all this
opens
work?
up the ability for them to get
Just to get handicapped by your old game
too, while still technically fitting in with the setting. Like even the Vault Edition skins, for instance, they're a little bit out there and wacky, but I could conceivably see those skins actually fitting into this universe that they're developing with the game.
I want to just say this right now. If anybody is buying these bundles, especially this Vault Edition bullshit, hold your fucking horses. Like, relax. Why? Why would you even pre-order this, or not pre-order the game, but why would you get the Operations Collections or the bundle edition? Why? Literally, why? What good has this game done for you to be spending that much money? Or that like just an extra $30? For what purpose?
So I'm fine with those skins.
Because it's just going to handicap the game. We know they're not going to care.
Ninja Turtles being in the
if
game.
We're buying the bundles,
and that's where we're at with things.
The game's just going to go down in flames.
Looks like they're doing things very well. Obviously, I haven't played it yet, so I'm just judging the information that we've got as it comes out. And I will, of course, be updating my opinions over time and as we actually get our hands on it. Now, I finally just want to share some key dates to know about. The first key date is Call of Duty Next will be taking place on September 30th. So that's when you're going to be seeing the full multiplayer reveal, where you'll see actual raw gameplay from creators. And then shortly after that, on October 2nd, this is when the early access beta will start. And then the open beta will start on October 5th. And then I'm assuming they'll probably have a second weekend to the beta. I didn't see any information about that. Maybe I just missed something, though, because we did get flooded with a lot of information at once here. But at least that's when the beta is going to be starting. And then finally, the full game will be releasing on November 14th. And there we go. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Just a general overview of all of the important multiplayer information we got today. I'm sure there are a lot of little details I could be pulling out of some of the gameplay and other things, and I plan on having more videos discussing those details as we go. This one's more so just meant to be an overview, and this is where I want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. How are you feeling about everything we've seen and heard so far regarding Black Ops 7? Has all of this gotten you more excited for the game, less excited for the game, or do you just not care at all? Just let me know down below.
Bro,
If you
I gotta
enjoyed the
see these
video, a like
comments.
rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Bro, what the actual fuck is going on in the campaign 2? Can I just say that real quick? Like, what are they doing? Let me see what the comments are saying. Black Ops 7 has me excited for Battlefield 6. They need to put a feature into the game where you can turn off the settings of seeing character cosmetics in-game. That's facts. Never been less excited for a COD game in my life, and I've been at it since COD 2005. Can't wait for Battlefield 6. I've gotten to the point where I just don't care about this franchise anymore. I know that every year it's going to be laced with heavy SBMM cheaters, aggressive microtransactions that are overpriced, and completely fracture the identity of the COD identity that COD used to have. It's hard to get excited when it's so clearly not targeted towards the old school players anymore. Well, here's the thing. I don't think Call of Duty necessarily needs to like be targeted for the old school players. Because I mean, dude, it's been years, right? Like Call of Duty's been around for a long ass time. I don't think we need to just appeal to the old players, but like there needs to be some, you know what I mean? Like there needs to be a good balance. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.